Hello, beautiful souls. We are back. We are on today to do some live readings, and I hope you'll all join us. So if you are watching, please feel free to jump on with us, join in, ask any questions. I am waiting for my friend Melinda, who's also a medium, that will be joining on today, and we will both be taking in some questions or also just even asking for just a message from a loved one. So please feel free to join us. We are getting ready and prepared, and once Melinda joins, we will start. I hope everybody's having a beautiful week. So just have a little patience with us at this moment until we can get us situated here. Please feel free to comment, say hello, say where you're from when you jump on. We would love to hear from you today. If I'm looking at a different screen, bear with me. I just got two screens going. So just have some patience with us until we can both get on. Okay, Melinda, I see you. Take a look. Okay. Okay, there we go.
Hi,
Hello, how are you, Melinda?
I'm okay. How are you doing? My hair's
I'm,
all a mess.
yeah, that's okay.
Oh dear.
That's okay. How's your week been going?
Oh wow, it's been like it's so hard to believe it's already Thursday. Like where did the
Yes,
week go, right? Oh my gosh.
yes,
Yeah,
most
it's
definitely.
already
It's definitely going
yeah,
fast.
it's going
And
super fast. I feel like I did so much so far. Like it's been just crazy.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
same with myself. So I just thought maybe before, before everybody starts joining, um, I know that you have just lost a beautiful cat. Do you
Yeah.
want to share your story from a medium perspective of what you go through and how you feel versus
Yeah.
sometimes when you're doing readings and pets come through from the other side? How do you feel when you're going through it?
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. I'm gonna be honest, it's so strange. I feel like all the, I guess the mediumship aspect or it just kind of goes out the window. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's such a human thing. I feel like in the moment, when there's that loss and then there's the grief and it really is it really is a very human moment where I don't right away connect with the fact that I know that, she's gone to a better place and I know that she's with loved ones. I know that she's with God and everything is good.
Yes.
It's so weird how that doesn't like just kick in, like for me anyways, it doesn't right away, like right away, and
Yes.
all I can think of was, oh my God, but the beautiful thing is, and I've been really lucky, honestly, to experience this with like almost every pet because when I had my piggies, my skinny pigs, a couple of them passed away like overnight, so I never got a chance to hold them. They
Yes.
sadly passed away in their cage. But the two that I did, it was such a beautiful moment because it's like I almost felt their energy just lifting.
Yes.
And I feel like that happened. I was so blessed to have that with truffles too. So that moment was definitely there of, whoa, this is really cool. Like it's happening, like cool in the sense of like it's awe like it's like this awestruck thing, like you're
Yes.
hurting at the same time you're in wonder. Like how does that happen when you're literally feeling like, oh my gosh, I am so taken aback by this feeling or this knowledge, or like I'm getting a sense of, oh my god, she's rising, but then you're like so sad, at the same time.
Absolutely. So this is the thing I
Yeah.
find, and I have also lost pets on the other side and
Yeah.
and very close loved ones. And we too. need to go through our own, emotions, our
Yeah.
grieving, and we need the time sometimes just to kind
Mm-hmm.
of understand, what we're processing and what we're going through. And it
Yeah.
takes time, doing readings doesn't mean that we don't go through what everybody else goes through.
Exactly. I was just gonna say, like, the medium part doesn't kick in immediately. It's the very
Yes.
human part that kicks in, you know?
Definitely.
It's the
You know what it is? It's the
yeah,
void, it's the missing, it's that feeling of
yeah,
not coming home and that they're there to greet you. So,
yeah,
it's most definitely, but I found also, sometimes for myself, I find it a little bit more easier for me
yeah,
to connect the dots because I know the life and the love that was fulfilled here on earth. So
yeah,
whether it is a loved one, whether it is, a fur baby, but when we take it into a place where people have lost loved ones without having to say goodbye, or it was a bit traumatizing, or it was really unexpected, that can leave a little bit more of a difficulty on one to
yeah,
find maybe belief, healing, and understanding because there's words left unsaid.
yeah,
Oh.
absolutely. And it's, it's amazing because I was just scrolling through to find you. That's kind of how I find a lot as I scroll through like the group. And I came across a posting just in, really quick about if heaven had a phone, I would, call you every day to see how you're doing. And it's really interesting. I feel, very grateful for being given the opportunity, to connect with spirit. Like, I mean, I've been doing this since I was a kid, but
Yes,
un, um, how could I say, it wasn't something that it was just so natural for me to
definitely,
see
yes.
spirit or feel spirit, or I just kind of knew someone was there, or like, you know, um, perceive the information, or whatever it is I was given. And it's so interesting, that, basically we're all like a telephone. We're all like,
Yes.
we're all like, because all of us can connect with spirit and do this. um
Definitely.
I just, I sometimes wish for the world to be able to open up to this beautiful opportunity and to understand that, you know our dimensions are, this isn't it, right? I mean, we
That's
work
right.
within so many, dimensional planes of existence in the universe, and how God created this beautiful life and planet and universe and dimensions and all of that, is that we don't lose connection with anybody, really.
Most definitely. And
Yeah,
you're absolutely right. And I found even more so when I started teaching mediumship. So
yeah,
as I was mentoring, I realized that, there were students that were coming on to really expand and excel and, take in so much to learn, to be out there in the world, to be able to bring this healing modality forward. And then I found there were people that joined my class who actually had a loss, but
yeah,
you have to see the transformation that came out of it. It's almost where I would look and I would get messages and they'd say, Rose, I connected with my daughter, I connected with my son, I've connected with my mom. So they have learned to
yeah,
understand, how to interpret or communicate, put signs together, feeling that presence. And just that alone became the healing process for them. And today I sit in awe seeing
yeah.
them, and I'm saying, you know what? You're doing everything a medium would do. So you are right. We are all that telephone.
Absolutely. And I remember, when I was first, doing readings, like, for like practice and getting better. Like, when I first said, okay, this is definitely what I want to do. And,
Yes.
I mean, it was always what I wanted to do. It's just, I kind of didn't, it didn't come, the opportunity didn't come together till 2019 officially. But It was really interesting because it was so beautiful when I read for people that have lost their children.
Oh,
And
that's very difficult.
yeah, it
Mm.
was very, very difficult, but the beauty that came out of it afterwards
Mm-hmm.
was
Yes,
something so incredible because they really felt connected to their child again. You know what I mean? But also I remember getting emails of, oh, I got a sign today, or they said that they were going to come in this form, like it was a bird or a specific bird. And, oh my God, there were three on my windowsill or something, like something
definitely.
beautiful where they got a sign
Yes,
from their children. And I
yes,
thought it was so precious because,
very.
it is so like, I mean, I'm not a parent of human children, but I'm a fur baby mom, but on the
Yes.
other hand, it's just amazing to see a grieving parent light up in the
Oh,
knowledge that they just connected with their child, and there
most
was, the
definitely.
evidence was there that it's their child, but
Yes.
what came afterwards and the signs and the synchronicities,
Mm-hmm.
because they had that, like, I feel like sometimes when people come to us, it's like opening a gateway for them to communicate with their child or their loved one, whereas
Definitely.
before maybe the loved one couldn't get through for whatever reason. I mean,
Well,
sometimes, you
sometimes
know
also don't forget when
hmm
parent or just a human
yeah,
soul here on earth, they when they're going through their grieving, sometimes they are blocked.
yeah,
And I understand that
exactly,
because
that's
they're
that's
feeling the
it.
sadness, they're crying, they're
Yeah,
maybe down, so they're not recognizing the signs.
that's
But
right,
all
that's
it
right,
takes is one feeling of, I just know you're here,
exactly,
or a friend that walks the grieving journey with them, or even a grieving support group, and it just opens up that gateway for them to really understand how close the loved ones are and how comforting it is
exactly,
in their validation, of them being present. It's really beautiful.
100%
I,
right,
I'm just
because
going to
the
say, sorry to
yes,
interrupt before we keep going. If
yes,
anyone's online, please feel free to put your
yes,
questions, because I'm
please.
noticing somebody is asking, are you online? But they're on a different post. So,
Oh, that's interesting. Oh,
yes. So,
oh, we've got Jackie from Kansas.
yes. Okay, wonderful. Perfect. So, okay, so we're not on too long this evening, so we're
No.
hoping to get some questions. We will return back, definitely.
Yeah.
We're just on a shorter, but we will be back within a 2 week for sure, and I will be
Oh
posting
yeah.
it up tomorrow so everybody will know when we're back. So if you're on, Jackie Frederick, if anyone else is on, please feel free to say hello and just comment where you're from, and perhaps maybe you have a question. If you do have a question based on your life, we're happy to pull a card for you.
Yep.
If it's to do with loved ones, we're also here for you as well.
Yep. We'll do
So
a little bit of a blend today. I've got my cards too, so
perfect, wonderful,
yeah.
thanks. So I didn't mean to interrupt you, but we're
Oh
going
no,
to,
no
I
interruption
think
at all. We're here for everyone else.
okay, perfect. So, Jackie, this I did mention back, it is tonight. So if you are online, please feel free, Jackie, to ask a question. Is it more
Hmm.
for you or is it more for a loved one? If you can hear us, see us, please feel free to comment.
Yeah.
I know usually when we're on the lives, it takes that one just to ask that question and somebody else is watching and it starts going and then we end up staying. So we're on today once again, everybody, for a short period of time, and we want
Yep.
to share some love with you today.
Yes, definitely.
Okay,
Husband would If my late husband would put a new love into my life. Oh, interesting.
beautiful.
Rosie, do you connect or
Yes,
yeah, okay.
just give me 1 minute. If
Um
you also connect, please feel free
yeah.
just to jump in with me. We'll go together on
Yeah,
this one.
absolutely. Really quick, Jackie, just wanted to know, is your father passed, or um a father, as someone you consider a father figure? Just a question, because I am getting a father figure in for you. I know you're asking about your husband, but someone just jumped in. Let me know if that makes any sense. Like someone who's either it's your father or a father figure. Oh, it's been 7 years since you lost your dad?
No, I think it is to do with her husband.
Oh, her
Let's
husband.
just
Okay.
clarify. Sky is also joining us
I
live
know
as
she's
well.
so cute. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
I love her to death.
You know, you can't do anything. I lost my father in 2003. Beautiful.
Ah,
Thank you.
okay. In 2000,
Thank you.
yes. So I have your dad actually. I know it's a little bit of a detour from your late husband. And Rosie, if you get the Jackie's
Definitely.
husband, please.
Definitely.
I got dad. He's coming through. Like I feel like he was quite the larger than life person. He was very happy, but I'm getting a sense that he was always like go big, go big. Like he was about like live really big, you know? And he was more like he's a man who just really jumped into life. Like I just like he's given me like this image, like I want to say like if life was a massive pool, like you know, he would be doing like um oh my God, what are those when you jump into the pool, what are those things called? Those
When you take like a leap of faith or something,
yeah, when you jump into the pool and it's what are they called? Like
sink or
oh
swim.
man, my no, my memory is just not very good with I have trouble finding words. Oh gosh, like those cannonballs.
Oh yes, the cannonballs.
Have bigger go home, exactly. Yes. And yes, if life was a pool, he's showing me I do cannonballs, okay? Like it just he throws himself into life. So yes, thanks for validating that he was a go big or go home kind of guy. I just want to say that he had and has such a huge heart, like a huge heart. And the most important thing for him was was like, I'm really seeing family. Family was so important to him, his children, his grandchildren, like like everything was so important to him. So important. Oh, thanks, Jackie, for validating. And he like I feel like you know everything he did, like even though he worked really hard and he was definitely he says I definitely kept busy, like he was always busy like working, and but he loved spending time with his family, like it was so important to him. And I'm also seeing he's showing me like really big gatherings, like on all the holidays, or it just it had to be big. And I feel like he's showing me that he made everything so special for everyone. Like he just made everything so, like when you said go big or go home, like I'm seeing put so much like extra into everything, birthdays, holidays, anything to show that people matter to him. Huge heart, huge heart. And he says he wants to give you a big bear hug, and he wants to say that he loves you so, so much. And he also wants to express that he knows that you went through a lot in these last years. And he says, and he understands that you've had a few losses, you know. And he says he knows it's been so hard, but he says, I want you to know, he says, we are right here, right beside you. He says, I have never left. And he says, and I'm still coming in big, big. And he says, I'm wrapping my arms around you, and like a big bear hug. And he just wants you to know that he doesn't want you to cry any more tears, because he wants you to know, he says, much happier days are coming. So
Beautiful.
Jackie, much happier days are coming, and dad wants you to know that he is still bringing in the big in your life. He says when he can, he says he's pulling out all the stops, like everything, you know. He's he's like, you know, turkey with all the trimmings, like as a symbol. He says your life, he says, oh God, he says, I'm working really hard on this side with God and your team and your late husband. to bring to bring the bells. And I don't know if there's anything around um the 4th of July, something about the 4th of July, like fireworks. I don't know if that means something to you, and if you guys had any special moments together, but he's showing me important times during the 4th of July. 4th of July celebrations, very, very important for him. Um, very, very beautiful feelings of like big fireworks. So, Jackie, good things are coming. So, may your heart be open. He says, keep your heart open. May your heart continue to be open. And he says, so we can just heal all those wounds in there, and then we can just bring joy. And he says, endless joy into your life, so that all the hard things that you've gone through, they can be beautiful, meaningful connections and memories you will always treasure, always be in your heart. But he says, but the new adventures are like now they begin and now they await you, so that you no longer feel all the sadness and stuff. So I hope that makes sense, Jackie. And I really thank you, and lots of love from Dad. So much love. And he calls you his princess. I don't know if that means anything, or if it's just a sign or a symbol of his love, like daddy's little girl type of thing. But yeah, thank you,
That's
Jackie.
beautiful, Mel.
Yeah,
Well,
he is.
thank you for
Wow.
that. I just wanted to
Hmm.
validate that, sign that message. So the moment you said he's bringing you lots of joy, I picked up my teacup. And
You can't
so
make this
I,
up.
I no, you can't. So I just
You
feel like
can't
as soon
make
as I
this
was
up.
grabbing that, so Jackie, this
Yeah.
is for you, and there's other words that come along with this. It's rejoice, it's hope and love, faith, comfort, wisdom, trust, so and patience. So I feel like that's also a part of what's coming down from your husband. And I feel like what's happened is this is the true love of your life, because as I was going into just that part of the spec of the communication of what was being received, is saying that this was a love that not only was your childhood sweetheart, this is something that you guys had a really, really special bond with, and you were inseparable. And I feel like that you really understood one another and you supported one another. So there was a point in time that, with all these years of being together, this was the part of the depart. The first and foremost, he wants to thank you for being a part of his life, for loving him unconditionally, and also for being there at the end to hold his hand. So he is saying thank you for that. As to the upcoming, he's saying there was a part of you that is starting to kind of focus on opening your heart to have that love enter into that space. But he's saying there's a part of you that just says, you just can't fit exactly who my husband is. And this is a part where you're kind of going back and forth and just saying, you know what, I want to love again, and I know I will love again, but you also have to remember that your husband will always be number one. So when you do open your heart fully to allow that new love to come in, it is on its way in. There is somebody that is coming in, and I feel like it's going to happen sooner than you feel and that you know. So we are in the month of right now, February. And it's not on the Valentine's Day, but it is close enough to say that you will have a Valentine's sweetheart coming up this year. And it's almost like around the July, August area. So we're looking at maybe in the second, closer to the third quarter. And I feel like this part of it, this might be even somebody that you know from the past or you have crossed paths with. So just be open, ready, and get that love ready, because I feel like love is in the stars for you this year, and your husband wants you to love all over again to the fullest capacity as you loved him. He says, do not take anything away from you. He wants you to be completely happy. And I'm going to repeat that word of joy, bring that joyous feeling inside of you. And always remember that you never have to feel that you're ever replacing him. He says, because I can never be replaced. He says, I am the one and only and the number one. So he is definitely saying to you, he loves you unconditionally. And the biggest gift you gave him was right to the last moment of his breath in holding his hand. You had given him so much love, so much hugs, and you told him you love him so much. And he also says, thank you for doing this. So you must have been touching his head at the same time and just giving him that that kind of caressing on him. Um, and I feel like there's also children involved too. So I feel like he just wants to extend his love to the children as well. Okay, so I hope this brings you much love, comfort, and presence. And just know that this year is the alignment in the stars for love that is coming your way. All right, much love from your husband. And thank you, Jackie. I hope that all resonates. Okay, so if there's
Wow.
oh, she's saying, oh my goodness, saying, oh my goodness, thank you. It's
Yeah,
really
that
beautiful.
was beautiful. Both souls. I mean, oh gosh, that was
Yes,
such a beautiful soul. Her father is just something special.
definitely. So thank you very much,
Vilma.
Jackie. Much blessings. I did give a heart to Vilma. I did. I'll give her another heart right
Yes.
there. So thank you, Jackie. Much blessings.
Yes.
Um,
Many
and
blessings.
we're going to move into Vilma. So if you could start maybe flipping on Vilma,
Oh.
that would be wonderful.
Vilma says, "Do you have messages for me?" Um, I feel like I'm getting one from mom, and it's really interesting. I'm getting one like almost like saying ready, set, go. Like her message is kind of like on your mark, get set, go. So I'm feeling like, and it's really funny because I'm feeling like she's coming in on skis. I don't know why, but she's coming in on skis, but she's like, you know, she's basically saying like literally just go. Like it's almost like um yeah, get ready for the next stage, get ready for the next part of life and just go. It's almost like I'm getting this image of, when people are I don't know, when they're going for the most amazing race or something, they're just getting out there, they're just going to do the exploring, they're going to be seeing things, they're going to be trying new things. She's just saying just go. Just
It's
go.
almost like you want to just add on, just go with it, just
Yeah,
run with it.
like
Yes, and
literally she
enjoy.
just like she's
Yes.
giving me all these images of like get ready, get set and just go, meaning go and do everything. Go and do everything, explore, enjoy,
Yes,
try things, taste new things, go new places, try things you've never done before. Just go.
just go.
And I'm getting that from mom.
It's kind of interesting, and just adding on to you, it's almost like, when you're just running free at this point and a whole load has literally come off. It's almost like this beautiful new transition for her, that leaving behind to the old new. And this is something for herself that she's going to see a whole new world out there for her that she has not seen. It's that feeling of peacefulness now. So even when she does start what she needs to start, that new path, that new journey, it's going to be almost this whole new feeling of light and embracing things that she would have probably not even thought of doing in her past part of it, even though there was things that she was still dipping into. There's so much more for her to explore, that you're going to see a whole new side of Vilma, and
Oh,
I think we'll be talking something different in 1 year from
it's
now.
grandma.
Oh,
Apologies, grandma.
grandma.
I
Grandma.
knew it was a mom of sorts,
Yeah, well,
but
it's
grandma.
definitely, well, she's definitely a mom, so definitely.
Yeah, it was grandma. Nice.
Most definitely.
Thank you for correcting me on that one.
Yes, so I hope that resonates with you also, Vilma, the message. It's almost like sky's the limit for you now to breathe. So it's standing on the top of a mountain and just looking up with your hands out and taking in the breath of life. Where I feel like before it was more of just trying to grasp for that life, that grasp, that breath of trying to figure things out. So now it's your time to shine. Really, you need to just
Oh,
Take a
but she
step.
was like mom. Oh, okay, that's why I got the
Oh,
mother
she.
energy from. Gotcha.
Okay, got you.
Okay, that makes sense. Thanks
Got you.
for confirming, Vilma. That's awesome.
For some reason, I am not seeing the comments right here. I see them on the computer, but I'm not seeing them on the.
I don't know if they're delayed on my end, to be honest, because I just kind of see them periodically as they come up. I don't know if you're seeing them more, you know.
I'm not so sure myself, to be honest with you.
Mm, it's so
Yeah.
tough.
Okay. So I'm not see, does the pain of losing someone you truly love ever fade always from you? I'm not sure who this is. I don't believe it fades. I mean, it gets lighter, and I can speak from my experience. So I'm not sure the name that is on there. I can speak from my experience is that I truly do believe that it does get lighter. But having said that, I always ask this question because it's something I do daily. I do readings daily. So, now it's almost like I'm turning it to the other side. If I didn't do what I did, right, as far as, communication with the other side, then would it have been longer for me to heal from my loss? I feel
Mhm.
the answer I would pull more towards yes. But because from day one it was something that immediately I had started to communicate, it became it didn't go away quickly. I still have that, that feeling of sadness and things like that. But it became lighter for me. But it did take some time. So the answer for that, does the pain of losing someone you truly love ever fade? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
I believe it that love is love. True love is true love. It's
Yeah.
eternal. It's eternal love. It's something that your heart speaks. Your heart knows.
Yes.
So it's not something that we take control from our mind. We can't tell the heart what to feel.
Yeah.
The heart
Yeah,
has
I
its
agree
own
with you.
language. So I believe that it doesn't fade. The pain can get lighter,
Yeah.
but does it fade? I'm going to say no. No, true love never fades. No, no. What do you think about that, Mel?
I agree. The way I see it is, and I can speak from a more recent perspective with losing Truffles.
Yeah.
Um, you know, there are days when, I miss her so much, and my heart feels sad, but um I've learned to turn that kind of pain, that kind of like when you said the pain gets lighter, and
Yes.
it's so true, because
Yeah.
I turn it into like the memories and the
You,
feeling and feeling her in
yeah.
my
But
heart.
very true. But you know what I'll add on
But
to
the
you?
but the sadness, I would
Yeah.
say,
No.
like the way I look at
It,
it, there's like, normal days, good days. There's days when it's like I'm in so much joy of remembering her. And then there's
yes.
days like the other couple of days, for some reason, and I still honestly don't don't know if there's some divine intervention in this, but Google Photos like literally brings up her every
Memories.
so often. I
Yes.
mean, like I've got thousands of pictures. Like, come on,
Yes.
only her.
Very true. Yes, for
So
sure.
the other
But it,
day, it put together a collage of pictures of her, and
mhm.
I'm like, oh, I miss you so much. And I had that moment. It wasn't a great day for, it really hurt. So I agree, it doesn't completely go away, but
No.
your days are going to be filled with more connection and memory and
Yes.
acceptance. And I think putting it all together so
Mhm.
that when you do have a bad day, you don't have a series of bad days. You have one bad day. You know what I mean?
Definitely, exactly. And I feel like,
Yeah.
you're so right. And then adding on is that, The missing, I truly believe, never stops.
Oh my gosh,
Never
no.
stops. You're
It
always going to miss your
doesn't.
loved one or your fur babies. Always, always.
Yeah.
But sometimes what happens is you turn that loss into, connections and
Yeah,
signs, and then validations come through,
that's
and it's
right.
and then you start to understand that when you're receiving these signs, that it's really them communicating from the other side, whether your lights are flickering, whether your TV goes, on and off by itself, or you hear these,
Yeah.
knock on the door. These are things, there's so many different signs that, our loved ones really come through and communicate with us. So I feel like this is the part where it gets lighter, but the
Yeah.
missing, never stops.
Yeah.
Love, I will just answer one thing to the beautiful soul that's asking. True love never dies.
No, it does not.
Doesn't die.
Love, I think love in itself is eternal.
Yes.
And I really feel like, that's one of the things we struggle with as as humanity, is to love unconditionally. Unconditional love, I feel like sometimes, because of so much pain and, disagreements and all that, like it's I think people try and, like, they strive for unconditional love every day. And I think that's
Mhm.
one of the most beautiful things about us being human, is that we do have that unconditional love, and it's always there waiting for us to just embrace it,
Definitely.
and be able to live that in our hearts. And it's true, true love never dies.
Yeah,
It just does not. It
that's right.
stays with you for always.
That's right. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
So, you know what? We're now just going to be coming to the end of our lives here.
Yeah,
Um,
I
s-
think someone had a question. I saw some, like, it was really quick. Rosie, I think it was someone wanted to know that they're getting signs, and they
okay.
wanted to know who it was, I think.
Okay.
I saw something that I sort of just,
Let's take a look. I'm just going to
I
look.
just can't remember what it was. I apologize. So, needing to know who it was from, I think.
I'm on it now. Oh,
Yep.
and Vilma was on the mountains. Thanks, Vilma, for validating that.
Yeah, that's why I
I
gave
hope
her a
your
thumbs
hands
up.
were
I
out,
saw
Vilma, like
that.
this and just really taking it in. Beautiful.
Oh, it was June.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
June.
hi, June.
Hi, June.
Hi,
Oh,
June.
hi, June.
Hi,
Thanks
beautiful
for joining
June.
us. So June was sharing something?
I think June had mentioned that she's looking. Oh, that was Samantha.
Oh, I'm finding
Oh,
coins
Samantha says, I'm
everywhere.
finding coins everywhere and wondering who it's from.
Okay, I got to tell you something about coins while Samantha's on. So I had a client that came to my office. Hi, June. Hi, Sammy. And there's dimes and pennies that are on my floor. They have been there for 2 years. I do not touch them. So if I'm
Oh,
vacuuming or if I'm washing the floor, I don't touch them. They're in the same spot. So it's funny you're bringing up coins. This client walks in last weekend, and she goes, oh, look. And she actually was coming for a mediumship reading. So she's taking my dimes as a big sign, which I love. So she goes to pick up the dime. She goes, look. She goes, look, I've got a message from the other side. I said, yes, I always keep the coins there because they always remind me of my loved ones when I come through that door in my office and I sit down. So my eyes are always going to these beautiful coins. And just knowing that I always feel like I'm being showered from heaven from my loved ones. So that's so beautiful. Coins are a huge sign, dimes and pennies, you know.
yeah.
And you know what? I know that they have specifics on the internet, whether it's dimes or pennies, but you know what? Who's to say a quarter doesn't come down too, you know what I mean? Or there's money left on the side for maybe a time that you need. So you know what? It's true.
It's
You
true.
might be short of, and angels even come in that way, in that form as
Yes.
well. So
Yes, they
you
do.
might be
They leave
short to
coins.
have. So it's very beautiful. So thanks for sharing that. Thank you. Who is leaving the coins? Very interesting.
I got some a sister.
That's
Someone's
exactly
sister.
who
You
I
got
got.
sister
Yes,
too.
yes, yes,
Nice. I
yes.
got sister. Yeah.
Yes. Immediately I got. So I'm going to say
Yeah.
definitely 100%. That's where I'm exactly going. And I feel like this is her also still showing you that she's still cheeky in a good, loving way of
Yeah.
being fun and saying, Ha! I've told you I'm here. I have never left. So
Right.
it's
And
very beautiful.
I also have one thing to add for Samantha. It's to help Samantha believe in magic again.
Yes, MJ, absolutely. Yes, MJ, 100%. And I feel like I can see her just smiling and doing it on purpose, like literally on purpose to say, you see,
Nice.
if you think you got rid of me, you haven't got rid of
You
me.
have
So
not
this
gotten
is
rid
what
of
I
me.
feel.
Yeah. That's nice. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
so
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's Samantha is for you to look at things less cynically
Yes.
and to have faith that miracles happen, magic happens, and to look for that in your life, to look for those beautiful synchronicities and those wonders, because that,
Yes.
like, they build on each other, and it will, she's saying it will change your heart.
Sorry, I'm listening. It fell out of my paper towel holder. Now that would be a joke.
That'll be hilarious.
Okay,
Oh my God.
where would you find a coin in the paper towel
Oh
roll?
gosh. That would be hilarious. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thanks, Jackie. She's also tuning on. Love the message about coins. I don't get coins, but I know many friends who do.
Yes.
Definitely, most
Yeah,
definitely.
the
You'd be
coins,
surprised.
yeah. It's amazing. It's so amazing how spirit knows. I mean, and like you said, they can put things in the darndest places. You're like, okay, there's no way there would be anything like that.
Yes, but
Yeah.
sometimes it's that even that whisper you can
Yeah.
it's almost like clairaudience. You can hear the spirit just
Yes.
actually saying something to you. So
Yeah.
there's many clairs that we work with to communicate with the spirit
Yes.
world.
Yes.
So everybody is born intuitively, and we're all born and gifted with the clairs. So
Yes.
sometimes you're just feeling it, or maybe you're just hearing something. So never. I think the best thing is if you feel immediately and say, that was my father, example. Do
Yeah.
not doubt it. Just take that
Know
and,
it.
and
Yeah.
say, thank you, Papa, for saying hello. Because I
Exactly.
will tell you, the moment you start to doubt you or you start to question, could that have been my father? Then you're already not trusting and believing intuitively the message you're hearing from the
Right,
other side.
absolutely. And you know
Okay.
what's interesting is, speaking of the clairs, I think I've experienced all of them at
Hmm.
some point. And I remember, like, many years ago, I think I was in my teenage years, my great grandmother, I knew she was around because, like, there was no one in the house, and all of a sudden I smelled smoke, and she used to smoke. I would
Yes.
have cigarette smoke, and I'm like, what, where is that coming from? And then years later I realized, oh, that was her.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yes, exactly. Very much. So we're
Oh,
just
you're
now.
so welcome, Jackie.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you to all who joined us. I know
Thank
that
you, guys.
today was a bit of a shorter visit,
Yeah.
but we will be back within 2 weeks' time. So please feel free to join us. Tell your friends to join the group and be a part of our lives. We definitely love bringing messages from the other side and just bringing, validation that your loved ones are close. Okay. So
Absolutely.
sending you much love. Thank you, Melinda, as always, for
Oh, thank
joining.
you, as always. So grateful
Thank you.
to be
Much,
here with you.
much
Many
blessings. And
blessings.
I will be posting for, I believe, tomorrow or this weekend. So just keep an eye on the post. We will be back very soon. All
Yay.
right. Much love. Thank
Much
you.
love. Take care,
Thank you.
everybody.
Bye bye. Bye bye.